Hello students, welcome to the Pole Science of Class 12 Arts, and today we will start with another important topic related to the chapter International Organizations, or you can say United Nations and its organizations. Previously we read about the WTO and IAEA. Now today we will start with another new topic, that is Amnesty International. And from this topic lots of questions comes in the board exam repeatedly. So the reason that I am including or I am making you read about all this topic is because that in the board exam, whatever this topic are there, small topics, some short questions and answers come from this topic actually. So it is necessary to go through all these topics. So let us proceed then. Amnesty International is an NGO that campaigns for the protection of human rights all over the world. That means it is what? An NGO, non-governmental organization that campaigns for what? The protection of human rights all over the world. That means it is an international organization, or you can say that it is international NGO. Clear? That actually campaigns for what? The protection of human rights all over the world. Try to remember this. Regarding Amnesty International, the first question that comes regarding Amnesty International is, what is Amnesty International? So you have to write that it is an NGO that campaigns for the protection of human rights all over the world. After that, it promotes respect for all the human rights in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And apart from campaigning for protection of human rights all over the world, it also promotes respect for all the human rights in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. If you remember, UDHR. Clear? Apart from campaigning, it also promotes respect for what? For the human rights in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It gives respect for all the human rights. After that, it believes that human rights are interdependent and indivisible. And along with its both the work promoting respect and campaigning, apart from that, it believes that human rights are interdependent and indivisible. Clear? That human rights are what? Actually, number one, it is interdependent, and number two, it is indivisible. It prepares and publishes reports on human rights. Apart from these three things, the fourth thing that it does is it prepares and publishes reports on human rights. Whatever the reports are there, or the reports are actually coming from all over the world, they actually do what? They prepared, and then secondly they publishes that reports on human rights. Governments are not always happy with this report, since a major focus of the amnesty is the misconduct of government authorities. And whatever the preparation and the publication is there, whatever the Amnesty International is doing, first it is preparing, then it is publishing the reports. Whatever the reports are published, the government is, or the government of most of the countries are not happy. If the reason is asked why the government are always not happy, because they give what? They give the maximum reports and publication what they gave, whatever the reports is there, they actually report what? The negative things, or they report that most of the things related to human rights are not reaching or are not successful according to the government planning. So these reports, whatever it is focusing on the misconduct of government authorities, that means they are directly telling that whatever the government schemes are there that are not reaching for the benefit of human rights or most of the human population. So on the other way, what it can be told, that they are whatever the publication is there, they are actually focusing on the misconduct of government authorities, and these things only are making this government not so happy with the Amnesty International. Nevertheless, these reports play an important role in research and advocacy of human rights. But whatever the reports are there, the Amnesty International is providing a very correct report. Whatever it is, if the government is working for the human rights, then they will, in the particular country suppose, so they will give the proper reports, and according to the reports, if the government is doing good work, then it will not actually highlight the negative points of the government, but if the particular government is not doing good work, they will surely give the information about the misconduct of government authorities. But apart from this, if the government are happy or not with the report of Amnesty International, but whatever these reports are there, it plays an important role in research and advocacy on human rights. Clear? So based on the reports, many research and advocacy can be done based on human rights, which will help again whom? The human population. Clear? So this is the most important point related. These are the most important points related to the Amnesty International, in which it is actually an NGO that campaigns for the protection of human rights, number one. Apart from campaigning, it gives respect to all the human rights in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, number two. Then it believes that human rights are interdependent and indivisible according to their thinking. The number four, it prepares and publishes reports on human rights all over the world. Then based on this publication of reports, the government are not always happy, and the reason is clear, because they are focusing mainly the misconduct. They are not focusing mainly on the success. They are focusing where the things are left out, and they are focusing on the misconduct of government authorities, through which some plans are there which is not benefiting the human population. So on that they are focusing. So that's why the government in most of the countries are not happy with the report of Amnesty International. But whatever it is, whatever the reports are there, government might be happy or not happy, but it helps in what? Research and advocacy on human rights. So as a whole, Amnesty International includes these points. Clear? After that, one more, we will read about another NGO, and that NGO's name is Human Rights Watch. As by the name you can see here, Human Rights Watch. This is also an NGO apart from Amnesty International. So let us read that. Human Rights Watch is another international NGO involved on research and advocacy on human rights. So where we had left the Amnesty International, according to Amnesty International, whatever the reports are published, according to that, the government might be unhappy, but that is helping in what? That is helping in the research and advocacy of human rights. Likewise, Human Rights Watch is another NGO which actually starts from where? The research and advocacy on human rights. They start from this point. They are doing research and advocacy on human rights specially. This is the main prime work of Human Rights Watch, which is an international NGO. It is the largest human rights organization in the US, and Human Rights Watch is the largest NGO in the United States of America. Clear? It is the largest, that means number one NGO in US. It draws the global media's attention to human rights abuses wherever, that means maybe it is present, or it is the largest international human rights organizations of the US, but when it comes to human rights abuses, that means in the world, if abuses are done or if violations are done according to the human rights, so it draws what? Global media's attention. That means all over the world the media houses are actually telecasting those things. If abuses or like violation of human rights are done, so through the help of Human Rights Watch, the global media is showing all these things and related to human rights abuses. It helped in building international coalitions like the campaigns to ban landmines. And apart from doing research and advocacy, the other things that they are involved in are the works like the campaigns to ban landmines. Wherever the landmines are there, they are continuously working and they are campaigning to ban landmines, number one. The number two, to stop the use of child soldiers. Clear? Just like the child labor is actually banned in India, likewise they are also working for to stop the use of child soldiers. And thirdly, to establish the International Criminal Court. That means International Criminal Court, this court will be universal. and that can fight for the rights of human rights. Clear? So as a whole, Human Rights Watch is actually an international NGO involved in research and advocacy on human rights, and as per its size, it is the largest international human rights organization in the US. Maybe it is present in the US, but when it comes to abusement of human rights, or like human rights abuses are occurring somewhere, it draws what? The global media's attention. The global media is actually telecasting all that thing related to the abuses of human rights. Apart from that, it helps in building international coalitions. Clear? So number one is this research and advocacy, the prime work. Then after that, it is building international coalitions. Then it is campaigning to ban landmines, number 3. Then number 4, it is in favor to stop the use of child soldiers. And last but not the least, number 5, it is trying to establish the International Criminal Court. Clear? So this was all about Human Rights Watch. So with this, I will wind up today's topic. And today we have read about 2 NGOs, that is on an international level. The number one is Amnesty International, and the second NGOs that we read about was the Human Rights Watch. Clear? They have their own working environment and they work according to their areas. So whatever the points that was discussed today, I think that it is now very much clear in your mind. So with this, I will wind up today's topic. Thank you.